What's the key to this two-game winning streak, and how do y'all keep it going on Wednesday?
Listen, when things are going good, it's about trying to be consistent. When things aren't going great, you're trying to tweak things. It's not, it's not something completely different than what we've been doing from the start of the year. Listen, we've been the shape in terms of the tactics that I think has certainly played a part.
Just share a little bit about the tweaking that you just referenced and with the ideology. And
I think when you look at the last two games, especially being on the road, with the last one, the ability to not shoot ourselves in the foot, not put ourselves in the hole, and whether that's with the ball, without the ball, and I'm not talking about individual mistakes. Listen, that part happens in games. I'm talking about when we're in control of things, what we're doing with it, and where the next play is, where the next pass is, how do we react when the ball's lost, those types of things.
Has it seems like the shift this ideological shift has kind of coincided with the formation change. Are the two somehow related?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think there's probably differences in terms of the tactics. Like I said the other week, having the extra number back there, less ground to cover in terms of center backs, and guys getting stretched in our distances and whatnot has certainly, I think, played a big part in it. But again, I wouldn't put those two necessarily together.
Okay.
How does the back three affect your role in build-up? Does it kind of change how often you're involved or anything?
No. Again, there's different parts of a build-up. There's different parts of different systems that, as a goalkeeper, you're looking at, you're constantly adjusting to. But in terms of the build-up, it doesn't necessarily change.
One thing that I've noticed is with the change, it feels like Wano has taken on more of a vocal leadership role. How have you seen his development since you joined the club? Yeah,
I mean, listen, it's always difficult when a new player comes in, and I think he's now, I wouldn't say this just happened, but I would say he's fully settled in terms of being here, understanding what we're about as a team, understanding individuals around him, understanding what the manager is asking of our center backs, especially in a back three. And so with that being said, it's also part and parcel of that position of center back of a back three. You've got a guy on your left, guy on your right. You have to be the one that's willing to dictate when the lines step in, when the lines drop in. Now, of course, certain defensive principles that we have and have established when we were playing a back four earlier in the year from preseason, all those things are still in place. But when you're in the middle of the pitch, similar to a goalkeeper, you see everything, and you've got to be able to talk to those guys on your left, your right, and in front of you.
One shot on goal in each of the past 2 games, which is I think, franchise best mark according to Johannes. The 3 center backs. He loves it when I mention his name in interviews.
Nightly news.
The roles they're playing, the people throw themselves in front of the ball. Is that a part of the tactical, or not but the ideological change that you were talking about before?
No. That's a willingness and desire to defend. That's a willingness to go the extra yard. The commitment to put ourselves on the line and to block shots, to close the ball down. Along with the back three, I would say, especially this past weekend, our midfielders, they ran their socks off in terms of closing wide players and stepping out to the ball, dropping in when runners are coming late, especially late in the game. I think at one point Montreal threw almost everyone into the box, and so at that moment you've got to be willing to tactics go out the window, and it's about a desire to not concede.
What are the challenges that New England presents?
Yeah, I mean, listen, obviously Carlos Gil, not playing the last game, he's going to be certainly fresh and raring to go. The way their game finished, they'll have a bit of a chip on their shoulder and raring to go. And so just from that standpoint, it's going to be an intense game. It's going to be a game that we need to make sure we're ready for. But with that being said, they have the ability to play between lines. They have the ability, because of Carlos, but they have the ability to run beyond you. And so, us in terms of communicating, understanding when we can get pressure to the ball, understanding when we need to stay compact, all these things are going to be hugely important. And with that being said, I think, we talk about wanting to play as much as we can, the same as we do away as we do at home. And so, we want to be an attacking-minded, on the front foot sort of team as well.
What's the most important things on a week like this with 2 trips, long trips,
Yep.
home game at the end of it, then you got a break coming?
Recovery.
What are the most important things?
Recovery. That's it. Recovery. As you guys saw today, it was an extremely light session for the guys. Yesterday was a bit of a recovery when we got in from Montreal, and so as quick as possible, trying to find your legs, your muscles, all those sort of things. It was hot and humid in Montreal, and the elements certainly took their toll. And so, I've always said it's always hard when you're on the road, when it's one game a week, and now you throw another one in there. It's going to be a challenge, but one that we need to try to rise to the occasion.
Miami's going to introduce a few players on Sunday.
Hopefully Miles is playing in the Gold Cup final. Carry on.
Yeah. When guys like Messi and Busquets and Tata coming back to the league, for example.
Jordi Alba.
And Jordi Alba.
Okay.
Yeah, along with like 4 other guys apparently. Is that exciting for you as a player to see guys of that quality coming in? What are your thoughts on that?
As a player, I don't care who they. With all due respect, I don't care who they bring in. As a fan of the sport of soccer in this country, of course, that part's exciting. That part is exciting for the sport to grow, for our country to be able to lure players like that with that sort of pedigree and resume that those guys have, to be able to come to Major League Soccer and want to be a part of the sport and help the sport grow in this country. That part's exciting. But as a player, we'll prepare the same way and look to get after them, and hopefully when we play them, pick up points. Obviously the League's Cup, that would be the first one, but then I think we still play them 2 more times after that.
Do you think there'll be a long-term effect of signing those guys on some aspect of Major League Soccer, whether it's rules or viewership or popularity or recruiting?
Absolutely. Look what David Beckham did. I was in the league when David Beckham came, and what he did for the league, and I remember the excitement in the hoopla, and I was in LA, and it was great as a fan, and fully expect the same to happen when those guys come.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Why Atlanta United?
Because it's a big club of MLS, and when I speak with the coach, with the Carlos, he showed me more confidence, more attention. So for me, it's easy to make this choice.
What is your preferred position, and how will you help the club?
My preferred position, I can play the all position in the middle, on 6, on 8. It's not a problem for me.
And how will you help the club win games? What is your skills?
I don't like to talk too much for my quality. So the most important is to help the team to win. I know what I can help the team. So very soon you can show him.
Do you prefer 6 or 8?
I'm not have very preference, because last year I played a lot of game on 8. In my formation I play on 6, so it's not a problem for me.
Do you feel like the team's tactical setup fits how you play?
Yeah. We have a lot of technical player, I can help to the other player for the next. So.
How is your fitness? How long will it take you to get ready to be in a game?
I don't know. If, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. I don't know when I feel good. I come to the team. So now I train with the fitness coach. So I don't know really the day when I come back. I don't know.
How much of their games were you able to watch on Apple?
Yeah, I see maybe three games. Three games. I see the game against Philadelphia, against New York Red Bull, and the last game against Montreal. So yeah, I see the team, and we have quality in the team. We have a good team, so I'm very excited to be here.
How do you pronounce your former club's name?
Gangan.
Gingham.
Gangan.
Okay.
Yeah, Gangan.
We've been trying and getting it badly wrong.
Yeah, it's not easy pronunciation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think of the games when you watched them? What did you think?
I think it's for sure it's different to second division, French second division. So, but it's good. It's more physical, more technical, more tactical. So yeah, yes, I like the games, and I'm very excited to be here, and I hope to join the team very soon. So.
Has the team and the fans been welcoming since you've gotten here?
Yeah. For the fans, it's important to see me. So I hope to meet them very quick. So nice.
And the team as well. Has the team responded to since you've been here?
Yeah. I meet my new teammate, and to be with them is great. It's great. So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Tristan.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you too.